you know, getting his last-minute work over by the coach. A little bit of Vaseline on his face.
I can tell it's a physical advantage right here.
Well, you definitely look at Adrain and you can tell he's a little more powerfully built. Of course, Daniel's got a little more height on him. Hopefully, Daniel can use his length. Let's see if he puts that to use, as opposed to you know, trying to mix it up in close.
What Gumby have to do is to keep his distance and use his. Oh,
so, wow,
that was good.
Well, we see Adrain coming out very, very fast.
Man.
So, two
Nice body
second
kick.
body kick. So,
I also was trying to say Gumby should keep the distance and work his jab and his cross and his kicks to stay far from his power. You know?
yeah, well, you definitely see that's a third body kick that Adrain has landed. You know, I'd like to see Gumby check a few of those kicks. You know, right now his body, nice switch kick to the face. So, yeah, we see the loss of a mouthpiece from Adrain here. So,
this is a good sign for Gumby.
yeah.
Yeah, looks better than a tall.
Well, you know what? He's taking some shots, but you know he's worked through them. You know, right now it's early. Maybe it's adrenaline that's keeping him going, but you know, once that adrenaline wears off, you know, he may feel this. You know, like I said, I'd like to see him check some of this stuff.
Yeah, that was
I'd also like to see his straight punches come a little more crisp.
Nice kick by
Good
Gumby.
head kick.
Really good kick by Gumby.
Good head kick. Yeah. Let's see if he can get that overhand, that straight overhand right.
He needed to catch these kicks all the time. He threw those kicks and he landed. He needed to catch those kicks in a counter.
I don't even know that he needs to catch the kick, but check it. So.
That wasn't one thing he was doing in the GM very well. He was catching and punching.
Yeah, well, I'm not, you know, they're fighting K1, so you're not really allowed to catch the kicks in K1. You know, you're able to clinch with one hand, throw a knee. You cannot clinch with two hands.
Yeah, just one knee, right? Always mix it with.
Yeah, so definitely a good round. I would say both fighters were very active. I would say that, you know, right now that Adrain definitely got in with those body kicks. Definitely got in the more damage in that round. I'd probably give him the first round 10-9.
All right, the second round,
you know,
here it comes.
I see a lot of the same thing. So,
good knee by Adrain. Gumby answered very well. Nice.
Yep. So,
nice kick by Gumby. Good job.
I'd also like to see a little more leg kick out of him. You know, I think this is an area like right there where he could have just lit his leg up. You know.
Yeah, I think now Adrain slowed down a little bit.
And when he goes into, when Adrain goes into that, you know, southpaw type stance, I definitely think that's a position where you should be putting your shin right across his chest. So.
And now Adrain slowed down a little bit. I think it's a time for Gumby.
Yeah, it looks like he's gotten a little tired. You know, like I said, I'd like to see Gumby throw a little more in the leg kick area because I think that's an area that he really hasn't worked, and I think it's open. So nice.
That's the problem with too much muscles.
Yep.
You know, you need more oxygen, so you get tired fast.
Yep. Nice
kick by Gumby.
Yeah, definitely. There's what I was talking about. Like to see when he's in that southpaw stance, is to throw that kick right into his chest area. You occupy his hands. You occupy his hands and you wear him down. If he doesn't block the kick, he ends up taking it in his chest. So, you know, that's one of the things when you're fighting a Muay Thai K1 style. When you're fighting someone who's opposite hand of you, a left-handed fighter fighting a right-handed fighter, or a right-handed fighter fighting a left-handed fighter, you want to throw a lot of kicks into his chest area.
I think what Gumby should do right now is start to counter that, you know, his punches take the pace, push against the ropes and work.
I'd like to see him throw a jab and a nice long uppercut into this as well. So,
what do you think about this round?
You know what? I thought it was a very active round, and I'd say it's a toss-up in this one. I would say, Adrain definitely won the first round. The second round, it could go either way. Right hand, and if he does, I really think he can work it in and catch Adrain. Meanwhile, I think Adrain, he needs to keep up the intensity and the activity.
And look, Gumby is ready to go.
So we had a knockdown, but the ref rules it a slip.
Nice kick by Gumby. Great job by Gumby right now in the third round, and I think Adrain felt it. I think Adrain felt it.
Wow.
Now Gumby's moving forward and doing good job.
Nice.
Good kick by Gumby again.
Again, we see Gumby being a lot more active.
Nice left hand by Gumby.
Yeah, and here we see him in the corner, which is an advantage to Adrain because he's the more powerfully built fighter. And I think he does not want to be out in the center of the ring where he has to be more active because he's tired. So, here we want to see.
But now Gumby moving forward. Gumby threw the punches.
Yeah.
I think Adrain looks exhausted.
What you see Adrain doing is exactly what we talked about, right? Is he's the one throwing the punches across his chest when they're both in opposite stances, right?
Oh yeah.
So.
Gumby need to count that kick every time Adrain starts with
he's not checking. He's not checking any of those kicks, and his hands are starting to get a little.
Every time Adrain starts with the kicks, and Gumby should use this against him.
Now, and look at the difference when you see Adrain throw his knee. There's a lot more behind it. Gumby's almost like raising his leg up.
And Gumby's not look tired. He's looking good.
And Gumby just lost his mouthpiece. So.
Good, Shane. 1 minute.
So.
Little break.
Yeah, Freddie puts Adrain in a neutral corner while they wash off Gumby's mouthpiece. They replace it, and we're back at it.
Yeah, good to go. Let's go again. And Gumby's doing a great job in the third round. But he need to count that punches and.
And we have the end of the fight.
Make some noise, Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, a great fight.
Yeah. How do you have this scored?
I think Adrain won the first and the second, and the first and the third, and Gumby won the second.
You know what? I am completely in agreement with you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So if I were to score this, I would have it 29-28 for Adrain Williams.
But I can tell Gumby, he looks much better in that fight than the last fights he did. And no, he improved a lot of technique and a lot of heart right now, man.
Remember, the bar is open and fully stocked.
I tell you what, there's one person I'd like to see get knocked out tonight. It's the damn DJ, because he's playing some really crappy music.
All right, thank you, sir. Dum, dum, dum. All right. You're going to have to help me read this a little bit.
And I hope it's a bad knockout, too.
Oh, yeah. I've never done one of these officially.
At least we should break the equipment.
Okay. All right, Judge A, red 30, blue 27. Judge B, looks like a 29-29. Says 28. I'm sorry. Bad handwriting. I know, I'm driving this guy nuts. Look at him over here. He's got his head in his hands and everything. I'm doing my best. All right.
You're not
and
doing
Judge
it right
C, red 28, blue 29, the winner, Nelson.
Raise Gumby's hand there, Freddie. Well, it looks like the judges went the other way on this.
Yeah. I made a mistake.
His nickname's Gumby. That's
You didn't
why
make
the
a
confusion
mistake.
for a second.
You
which
know,
is
I was in
awesome.
agreement with you. So, you know, maybe from our angle, we didn't see the things the judges did. And of course, we're watching this fight to announce it. But
I can tell
you
Gumby
know,
did a real great
put
job.
Put it this way. You know, Gumby winning this fight, this is definitely not a shocker. You know, this is not one of these decisions that you're going to look at and go, wow, that was horrible. But, you know, I definitely think Adrain had the advantage in this case.
In the first and the third round, definitely, no.